Alright, so we just came out to Richford. It's the 21st of May. It's been raining for the last 3 or 4 days, so we couldn't do much. But today, we're gonna hopefully plant some corn. We got Philip, Alex. Who have we got here? Who are you? Henry. We got Henry. We got the pro-till going, the set of handles. It's probably gonna be wet in some spots, but I'm hoping we'll at least be able to plant like 98% of the corn. So we'll have to come back in a little bit and do some.
Do we need corn?
Yes, we gotta put corn in too. We gotta put some fertilizer in it and some corn, and then we'll see how it goes. Open it up. See how that goes. You wanna hold the camera? Alright, watch.
Well, first we're open the planter up, cause then we can get the corn in, and then we put corn seed in it. Then we plant. Then we put fertilizer in it. Then we plant the field. It's long and longer in the open. So we have the pro-tiller.
What is the pro-till right there?
Pro-tiller right there. So we have that going. And next we're lifting it down, because then we can put the corn in. But we can't have it all the way down, because then it will plant the row.
Get up, lined up, we'll put the fertilizer in it.
And now we are going to go forward. Second. Now because we're going to put the corn in.
I don't think the camera can hear you if you go all over the place.
How? We're going to put the corn in.
Yes.
And after that, we're going to put fertilizer in.
Alright, we're getting out.
Okay. How do you start this?
Well, we're in Richford, and it's a little windy, not horrible. I don't know if Chris and I recorded. We finally got out here. Henry, you want to come ride with me? Yeah, he does. And then I was actually going by Christoph, and he goes, I blew a bearing because he didn't see the disc spinning, and I actually just caught a big stone. Normally this thing will jam right in the ground, but it's got to get to the packer, so I was happy to hear it wasn't a bearing, because it's very rare bearings actually go out on these pro tills or mock tills. Kinsey and Nagelman came together to make these, but I think most people know that. Just one's painted blue or one's painted yellow. So I'll just wing over that, and they're gonna have a bucket tractor here in a little while, I think, because there's a handful of stones around. And yes, I have some oil in here because the new tractor, Alex's, showed that it was low. So we got that. I stopped right in a mud hole because I'm a fool, apparently. Pick that back up so the wings are... One thing we did learn with this pro-till is if you leave the whole unit down and you go through a mud hole, it will drag the mud out of the mud hole, and then your mud hole gets worse and worse throughout the years, because last year we noticed that pretty quickly in one field, that it was dragging the mud out So I mean, we stopped doing that. We would just raise it up. Plus, you almost get stuck because it's so heavy. So we're doing the second pass here. And Christoph's honestly about as close to onto our tail as you could be. Right? Your daddy's right on our tail. So we're going around 4 times. That way he can plant the rings around, and then this is the 4th time, and then I'm gonna start going up and down like this. Stanley did do the second pass until about right there. I don't think the camera's picking up the color difference. You wanna hold this, Henry? I gotta pick it up for this soft spot right here. But with how this, normally we like to plant it when it's a little drier.
Because it's so wet.
Yeah, but with how this year is, like right here, you can hear it work. Henry got a big camera. You heard it working right there. I just picked the whole system up to get over that wet hole. Want me to take it back, or you want to hold it? You don't want me to? Because of how this year is, we're just planting physically as much as we can, even if we got to deal with wet holes at this point. It's actually not, well, technically it'd be power hopping, but the disc, we're doing a little bit of jumping right here, I can tell. So that's why I'm bouncing. Because I could feel it, humps from the disc, but well, Stan just had a wheel bearing go, right, on the disc. We actually just did one the other day on it. It's a heavy set, and they're not that big of hubs on it, honestly. Well, I say heavy, it's nothing compared to like this, but for the wheel bearing ratio to weight, I think it's heavy. So right there, you can feel it working hard. We get through a big sandy patch, and then we hit more of a harder soil right here. Right, Henry? Windows are dirty. Gerhardt's been running this basically this whole, I think he did almost everything except for like a couple acres of pro-tilling. And this is probably the most tillage I've done all year, right? Did you want to do some driving? No, not with the camera out all of a sudden. Surprised there's dust flying with how wet it's been. We got a couple inches of rain in the last week. 2+, maybe 3. So it ain't easy finding dry ground. And because everything's so saturated, when you do get rain, it takes a long time for it to dry out. It's ridiculous. Right? No good. So we're going just straight up and down the field. I really didn't notice how bad this window was until I pulled the camera out. So, right, Henry? Should have cleaned it. But we're going straight up and down now, leveling out these humps. Christoph's doing the boundary, and with the way it looks, I think the last year's field boundaries are working now with being able to run the RTK. At least it looks like he's not steering the wheel. So if that's the case, that's nice, because it just helps being able to utilize the whole system since you're paying for it. Right? Henry doesn't know, but he's agreeing, right? What do you think of the Pro-Till, Henry? We're cruising. Since it's a little colder today, we can actually push the tractor about a mile an hour harder. We're going 9 miles an hour. Right now we're going 8 because it's sinking into some softer stuff. But if it's not in sandier ground like I am at this very moment, and just normal going, I am going about 9 miles an hour. So that is cruising. I'm gonna get through this mud now. Bad at all. I didn't have to raise it. You can feel it working. which is still very fast, right? Tried recording this going the other way, but the sun glare was being a pain in my ass. So we're cruising right along, 8 to 9 miles an hour, and just bouncing a little bit. So you can see Gerhard actually reset the computer, I believe, before he did the 100-acre field, because that's what we did last before the big rain. So I just kind of started going. I think it was like 103 acres. The computer said before I just started, or something like that. I know that's what the corn planter says when it's done. But you can see that we're putting the rate we're going. We're doing 20 acres. I'll just talk because that's gonna get someone sick. So we're doing 20 acres an hour. So basically, if I can hold it at 9, it's 20 acres an hour. I do have the computer set to 19 feet because you do always overlap a little, right? Uncle's not that good. So it's a 20-foot implement. I got it set at 19, but we're holding right at 20 acres an hour. And then we're using 0.7 to 0.6 gallons an acre of fuel, which is actually crazy impressive on that department, because that tractor that's planting is saying the exact same thing that it's using in an acre, 0.7 gallons an acre. This one we're running right now at 0.8 on the computer for gallons an acre, but we are using about 16 to 17 gallons an hour. So she is drinking. Henry, you want to hold this? We got to turn around and not drive over the corn that your daddy just planted on the headland. We got to hold that up. Oh, we got to make sure we turn before that. Oh, you want to talk a little bit? You can. Here, you talk.
So, Uncle is turning because then we don't get on that corn, because then it won't grow.
Yep. So what we're going to do now is, if you look, Uncle has been following the wall, right? You can see how we got it rounded. We're going to make it nice and straight now. At least hand steering straight looking at a tree. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm going to get this straightened up. If your daddy's going to follow a straight line or if he's going to follow it from the road, that I don't know. Right? Do you know, Henry? You want to tell me? Which one do you think he's going to do?
Straight.
You got to make sure you hold that straight, the camera straight. Look at that. I just started driving crooked because I was trying to help you hold the camera.
Because if that plants the corn, if we drive over it, it will cover it up. Because then the corn doesn't grow if it's covered.
If the corn's double planted, it doesn't grow as good. That's true, but this corn planter actually shuts off if you try planting over it again. You gotta hold it steady, Henry. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. It's a little bit more fancy. That way we don't waste corn seed on the ends of the fields. I don't know if this year we have it actually dialed in as good as last year. We were just running around like a chicken with our head cut off at this spring. And we definitely just did not get that whole setup dialed in as good as we want. But I think now after a couple hundred acres, it's definitely much better. There's a few things I think we could still improve, but everyone's spread out now going, and then when you could kind of get it set up better, it's too wet to get in the fields. And then as soon as it's dry enough to get in the fields to where you can kind of like test that kind of stuff, we got to be planting and not playing games. So as long as the field's getting planted, if it's a little bit extra double planted in the headlands than last year, it's not the end of the world. But I can say last year we had it set perfect. But we spent a couple hours before planting started to make sure it was. So we did learn this year, you got to put a little bit of the time in beforehand to make sure it's good for the whole long run. But I'm not too worried. We went years with nothing, and it grew, right?
Good.
It grew, and I think it'll grow again this year. Just it'll be a little bit more. I think it's like a foot or two overlap this year, and I don't know. I didn't go digging. I don't got time. Or maybe it's working perfect and we just think it's not. So we'll see. You wanna hold this? Trying to turn around, Henry, and hold that.
And Uncle's.
You gotta talk a little louder.
And Uncle's trying to turn around because it was so hard to turn around.
Why was it hard to turn around?
Because you have to turn straight.
I gotta turn straight? Well, I gotta turn so I don't run over your daddy's corn. Hey, do you like the job that the Pro Till does? With the seat bed, nice and smooth? Here, Henry, we'll hold the camera like this. Now you're like taking a selfie. Oh, there's a little front screen, yeah. Do you like that? Whoa. Alright, so we got Henry here. What's the problem? You need the seat forwards? Alright. And then we're gonna hit the first cruise control. Alright, make sure you keep that dual on this side of that dark dirt, okay? Can you do that?
Yeah.
We're gonna let him overlap a little bit. That's okay. This is my auto steer. What do you think, Henry? You wanna smile for the camera? You're keeping it right on that line, aren't you? You know what to do. Because I asked him if he wanted to go to Daddy right now, right? And he said, no, I want to drive. Right here we got a nice dry straightaway.
But when we turn it sucks.
Why is that?
Because it's hard to go straight.
I don't understand that one. I think it's because I have to deal with Christoph having planted the outside ring. So it makes it a little bit harder. Henry, I think you're going way too loop-de-loop here. You gotta keep it straighter. I look like a drunk driver. You're doing good. Not a single foot can hit the pedal. All right? No, you can't talk to him right now. Look at this. The focus on this one. That's funny. I'll have to steer it around for him, but that's okay. So we're on the way back up. Yes, he's overlapping about 5 feet, but that's okay. I'd rather him overlap than him miss. But he is focused. But he is holding it at 8 miles an hour. I got cruise control set. He's doing great. Oh, right now he's not overlapping at all. Getting it. You're doing great, Henry. Which way do you like more? This way or that way? You like both, as long as you're driving. We're getting out of the tractor right now. Why are we doing that? Because Alma's here. You want to carry the camera? No, he's on a mission. You eating shit. Christoph stopped planting right there because he almost did it again. It's soft right here. Maybe by tomorrow it'll be dry right here and he can finish planting it. But he did say he could use the outside windrow, so, or last year's outside marker boundary, so clearly the GPS is working correctly finally. So what'd you just say, Henry?
I thought we could put some more weight on the front and the back.
Why's that? Why would we need more weight?
Just to make it more.
Just cause? Well, I think some tractors could use some more weight, yeah, but this one's loaded up pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta follow your squiggly lines. It's a good thing we're using the Pro Till, so it plants so it does a smooth job no matter the angle. It's kind of Henry proof at this point. I'd use other words, but Don't want on YouTube would get butthurt. But you're doing great. There we go. Did she speed back up? You want to tell them why it slowed down?
Because it's so soft and it's soft and it's sinking.
Yeah. You're smart. How'd you learn that?
Somehow.
Oh boy, I love it. Henry is driving all over the place. Look at the squiggles. So you got Henry in a very strange predicament. He's in the buddy seat. Why are you in the buddy seat? You want to tell him? You know, we're coming up to the headlands now, and it's kind of Ving into it, and I gotta drive because I don't want you to till up some corn seed, right? So you can see it is. I tried fixing it earlier, and then I was like, I'm gonna let Henry drive, and then I shouldn't have wasted my time, right? You messed it right up. That's completely fine. If it was like the disc, they're a lot more apt to make humps, but the Pro Tilt does a very nice job that Christoph can plant over at an angle, and it really doesn't affect the planter. It does a very just smooth job. So I'm not too worried with this. And Henry, I got to have some fun, right? You had a lot of fun? But I see Christoph's got the planter up in the air, so that is not good. No? Oh, we'll have to go over there and check it out, right? Alrighty. So we got Christoph rolling again. I was about near him, and then he started planting, and he said a piece of steel or something. You know, you're in a field this big, and it's for some reason you always catch it with the implements. Somehow it hooks on, so it stopped the disc from turning and plugged it. We got it going. Now we're in the sand again, and it just sinks. This used to be two separate fields right here, but we opened it up, and now it's one nice big long field, so it's really nice. Do you remember it being two separate fields?
We're still planting. Henry just gave me the camera. He must be tired of riding with Uncle. You want to go home? That's going to be a little while. Because I don't think anybody's out here right now to bring you home. How? Oma can bring you home, but yeah, but she's at home right now, so she has to come out here. Maybe when she picks up your uncle again, then she can come and get you. Okay? You should have went home with Oma like 15 minutes ago. She was here about 15 minutes ago, buying everybody food, and
her said no.
oh yeah. Maybe she'll come out with the other car. Maybe she didn't have the BBC for you, or the children's seat. Well, I gotta tell you, everything's going pretty good. We bought all 6 new, what are they called? Downforce sensors in, pressure sensors, and now it seems to run correct. We bought 2 new ag leader stoppers in, automatic shutoffs in, because they were 2 of them would just shut off, stop working once in a great while. So we put 2 new ones into those, and right now everything's running pretty good. So I'm happy about this. I don't have to stop anymore. That's been good. So we'll see. Happy we did some planting today. Even if we don't get all of it planted, but if we can get 60, 70 acres planted today, I'll be happy. We'll do some more tomorrow.
If it doesn't.
I don't think it's supposed to rain until like late tomorrow. So we should be good for a while. We get 100 acres in, 120, it'll be good, right? There's water right there. That is new fresh water. It's just a big jug. Is it too big for you? You want some? Take some. Just be careful you don't get yourself all soaking wet. You want me to slow down? I'll slow down so he doesn't jump on you. Is that better? Okay. Alright. You think you can drink that whole thing? It's almost bigger than you. Almost. You can barely hold it. Good? You want more? No? Alright, we'll speed back up. I got that water today at the store. Do I have any more? Snacks? No, I did not grab any snacks. Henry left me. You see him running. He saw the tractor with the bucket here and saw he's picking stones. He goes, he needs a driver, so he's gone. He's gonna go drive for Uncle. There's not many stones, but probably maybe 15, 20. And he's gonna go around and pick them all up. You good to go. He did grab a few bags of corn with the tractor, so I'll at least have some. And we'll keep on going. Everything is good. Just the end is near. And we'll keep on planting. We'll have a good day. So, can't complain, keep on going. Alright, so I'm gonna put a couple more bags in of the longer day corn, and then we're gonna put some picking corn in for the rest out here. We've been putting, let me see what we got. Some 97 day corn, some P9789. I think this is still from last year, but we had a little bit left over. I think this bag was from this year, so we put some of that in. And then I think I had a couple bags from last year, so we cleaned it all up. So looks like we had a meeting for a second. In the beginning, we said we were working on that radiator on that 84, and it stopped leaking when I tightened up the hose. Now it's starting leaking again, but I don't think it's the radiator, the belt. So they've been putting water in it twice today. And it's supposed to rain in a couple of days. Not tomorrow, but the day after it's supposed to rain again. So if it rains, we'll open it up again. Maybe I can find it, or I'm just gonna buy a new radiator this time and say the hell with it. We'll see what happens. It's not like we really found the leak last time. I was hoping it was the hose, but now it's leaking a little bit, so we'll figure it out hopefully. We did send the other one back up to Canada because the motor did show up, so that's gone. But I think they had one or two, maybe 2 or 3 people working on it because the shop was completely empty. It's not like everybody can drive right now, so it's been so wet, so they haven't been too busy, so hopefully they can get it in, get it fixed. They said about a week for it to come back, maybe a couple more days, but hopefully with them having free time, they'll get it in, done. We'll see. So we're almost done this field. There you go, we got another 2 more passes. Andreas is over there. Verdi's still picking stones up, so he must have more than 20 stones. He went through 2 or 3 fields already. I don't think Henry's with him anymore. He was already tired of driving, but we're gonna go down the road. There's a little 5-acre field, and then we'll come back where Andreas is, and we'll plant that too. We'll switch some corn around because that'll be picking corn. We definitely don't want no 97-day picking corn, so. Put some other corn in there and we'll keep on going. Definitely a little soft. You can see the track is just, it's not spinning, but it's definitely, like you can see it gripping pretty good. But we'll get it done. See it's gripping a little bit. Right now it's not bad. That is it for this field. We are done. Now I'm gonna check how much corn I got left. If I got enough corn, we will go to the next field. If I don't, I'll put a bag or 2 in it because I don't want too much in there. It's 5 acres, so we'll see how much we got. And you can see right here on the map, there's a little, maybe I can make it bigger. Oh, it's sitting sideways. Yeah. You see the pink line? That little section I had to leave because it's just too wet. So we'll go back over. There's a couple spots that are too wet too, and we will go over those in a couple days. When it's a little drier, we'll go from there. Alright, I'm gonna go check. We took 1 bag with me. I put 1 in there, and I took 1 with me. Oh shit, wrong way. Wrong button. I don't think I'll need both, but just in case. Extend it. Turn it, and we're on our way. Less than a minute. Well, pretty close to a minute, I guess. Yeah, alright. Next field, here we go. We got Alex and Phil just plowing this one. Get this done. I guess I didn't record it. I got done this little 5-acre field, and now I'm gonna wait for some corn. Verdi, he left a while ago. He's heading back home and grab some more corn, picking corn this time. And this is probably one of the worst exits we have. It's pretty steep, and then it's on a corner on a road, so the road goes back down on the other side. The pavement does, so I actually got to fold the corn planter back up out pull it in so it's not so long. We should put 5-6 loads of dirt here to make it a little easier, but we'll get out this time. We should do it. So we'll put the camera here. I'll unfold it. I'll pull it in. Tongue in. Alright, we'll see if there's no cars. You can see I got it sideways, I got the tongue in. We got one car coming, and then we'll pull it on the road, extend it, and we can keep going. Maybe I'll do it right while I'm driving. So, bad thing is it's on the corner as well as a pivot. It just sucks completely. All right, we'll head out. We'll go slow, so hopefully nothing breaks. A nice steep fucking exit. It still touches. It's so close. It still touches, but it's good. Then we'll extend it, and then we'll rotate it while moving, and we're good to go. I guess you guys didn't see anything because you guys were pointing that way. Did not even pay attention to that. Next year I'll show it a little better. Maybe by next year we'll have it fixed. There, back on the road. You look right here, it looks like somebody had a hell of a fucking slide off. Must be some car. Must have been going just a little fast. I think 2 of the guys went home. Alex is still chisel plowing right there. I'm not sure what time it is. A little after 8 o'clock, so they went home for the day. And we'll keep on going.
Where do we need here?
I don't know. We're putting some corn in. All of those, 30.
3 more.
Alright, obviously, yeah? Then you must have grabbed more than 18. Well, how many did you grab?
I thought I grabbed 18.
Okay, that's why. So that's why. Okay, I thought you said you grabbed 4 extra.
Oh no, it was 6 extra.
6 extra. Okay.
Well, it's 18. So
Yes. But when you said you had 4 extra, so I'm like, well, it must have been
no,
60.
I had 4 left.
Oh, there's 4 left.
22.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense. Okay. So we got 1, 2, some over there. So I got 1 more. I'll do the last one.
Wish I had a lighter. Half the time it's been so windy or rainy that you didn't. It's right there. What are you gonna pull? Did I cover it for you? Did you at least not open it?
No, I did not open it yet.
You got lucky.
So I got
Well, that's all of them.
So you got okay.
Well, no, that's 6.
Somebody can't count here.
There's 6.
We did it right.
Alright, what's that? So they all went home. I'm just gonna fill up this, the pop up, and then I got about 8 acres here. I'm gonna plant tonight. And then we'll go help them finish up the truck for tomorrow morning. And that'll be it for today. is the field. We'll plant it real quick. So we are planting with last year's boundary line. So I don't even have to worry about that. It's going pretty good. I guess this was Seedway corn, I guess. I gotta look on the bag what it was so I can type it in after. It's 88-day corn for picking. We'll go from there. All the lights still work on it, so we're gonna head home. Oh shit, light.